Today I'm going to help you make your images stand out by sharing 10 more AI art styles that you can try in Midjourney or pretty much any AI art platform. Simply add these to your prompt to get images like what you see on the screen here. And the first style is Symmetrical Chaos, which is a little bit of an experiment in playing with two sort of conflicting words. And as you can see, it tends to take the style of your image and apply it to an almost kaleidoscopic pattern, the way it grabs certain elements and just kind of like balances it out to create really interesting modern artwork. It can go from sort of like a grayscale image like the one you see here, very sort of like muted, to very colorful like Pikachu earlier. But overall, it has a very diverse range of sort of color palettes and different styles, but what it does with the elements, like with the Statue of Liberty here, just creates very interesting images. I've always loved the results I got with Hulk, and it kind of looks like a broccoli Hulk here, but even just the futuristic car, very different and very unique looking images. But moving on, we have Drawn by Thomas Rowlandson, who was an artist a few hundred years ago, and he did caricatures and things like that, and it just seems to nail down a very aged, very sepia-like drawing style, very rough lines, and looks very handmade in a lot of the way it's sort of put together. And I just found this one was a really nice, really consistent style, and it does have a little bit of a transformative effect on some characters, but overall, it just has a very consistent old-fashioned style, which I found just it can be hard to get with AI sometimes. So finding a good artist that really nails to a particular style is really powerful in Midjourney, and I love what it did with the Terminator here and Superman, the way it's dressed him up. Like I said, because it's a few hundred years old, it actually has a bit of a transformative effect. But inspired by the nano banana craze of recent, I decided to try banana inspired. And as you can see here, it adds elements of bananas to the character, often adds strong yellow sort of vibes to it, not so much here with Hulk, but the way his head's popping out of the banana peel, the Statue of Liberty made out of bananas everywhere. It's just really, really cool. Even Darth Maul's horns are slightly banana-esque, but the way he pops out of the banana peel seems to be a common theme, or the way Pikachu's hair here kind of looks like a banana peel peeled back, and even down to the design of the futuristic car. So I find that you don't have to stick just with bananas. You can try inspired by apples or anything else to see what you can get. That term inspired by is pretty powerful, but by adding banana, I managed to get some pretty interesting results this time around. And art by Osamu Tezuka, which is a bit of a pioneer in the anime and manga scene, as you can see by the style of the image here, the big eyes, that anime style. I haven't used Niji for this, but I imagine you could work quite well with it. But Superman here has a bit of a watercolor sort of vibe to it with the coloring, but the line work and the general sort of like sort of layout, very, very manga-esque, and has a really peaceful vibe to it. So because he was one of the earlier manga artists, I think it does tend to go towards more of an old-fashioned manga comic style, but overall just a very interesting look on the images produced. Now, if you want some truly unique styles, don't forget to check out my mood board pack. Over 100 mood boards you can add to your images. But also, check out my Midjourney style pack. Over 1,000 styles you can apply to your Midjourney prompts to get some pretty stunning images. Links to both are in the description below. But coming back to our inspired by theory, I have inspired by corrugated iron, which has a very particular sort of like obviously that lined sort of shape and the rusty sort of steel effect and texture. It does have a strong impact on the images. So again, experimenting with that phrase, trying different textures, different objects, has a pretty interesting effect and very transformative. So you can see the way it's created a lot of characters sort of almost out of a shiny corrugated iron, but sometimes it switches to more of a rust effect like with Darth Vader here, and oftentimes it'll just simply pop the image onto some corrugated iron, and overall there's a little bit of a zigzag in the way it handles it, but the style's pretty consistent and just a lot of fun to try with different sort of characters or objects, as you get a very unique sort of blend of the subject and the style. I love what it did with the car here, by the way. Very, very cool effect. Then we have art by Robert Williams, although I use Robt Williams in this particular phrase, and it worked really well. So we have Goku here, just the way it sort of adds that visual comic cartoony style, has a very unique effect on the images. I love the colors of this one in particular, but it's just a very nice sort of comic-y, cartoony style you can apply to whatever subject you're adding to. And overall, it's not quite as unique as some of the other styles, but definitely still has a very consistent, unique flow. This is by a very popular cartoonist and artist. So I found that, well, with Pikachu here, it looks more like a painting. He did do a different sort of variety of formats, but overall, just one if you're looking for that cartoony style to add to your prompts. Then we have art by Rene Magritte. So Rene Magritte is a very well-known name in the art world, one of the sort of popular surrealists from probably 75 years ago, and very popular for the kind of like the businessman with the apple in front of his face. And you can see how that kind of translates. We've got a lot of people in business suits with a little bit, there's like some clouds in the background, very reminiscent of his most popular work, but it does transform every image just a little bit, and just add something a little bit different to it. But the last one was my favorite, which is the waterfall actually coming from the clouds. So you do get a nice little surreal touch when you use his name. Now, in the style of post-impressionism. So this is sort of more, a little over 100 years ago, sort of more in the Van Gogh period. And it does sort of really heavily rely on his style in a lot of the images, not all of them. But you'll notice it's got that rougher painted sort of style, a bit more colourful. You can kind of see the paint strokes. However, in a lot of them, you do get the Starry Night elements from Van Gogh, like with Batman here, and even with the next one with Darth Vader. Got that sort of Starry Night in the background. But other than that, you can see how the paint strokes and that old sort of late 19th century style of painting is applied to a lot of these images. So if you're going for more of an old-fashioned painting style, then definitely try out the style of post-impressionism. But as a Dogu statue, I found this to be pretty funny because they're supposed to be sort of like humanoid animal, sort of figurines made anywhere from like 14,000 to 400 BC, so they're pretty ancient. But the word dog is in there, so Midjourney decides it's going to turn all the people into dog statues, but carrying that really old-fashioned style, like Hulk here. It looks pretty awesome. But the way it converts people into dogs, into that statue style, is a lot of fun and very transformative. Like, I love what it did with the Terminator here. It looks like a very mean cyborg dog. So have a play with that, see what results you get. But colored pencil blending, more of a process here. So again, there's a popular sort of way of creating art these days is by using colored pencils, blending them together to create a very sort of like colored in but almost photographic look. And you can see how it adds in that pencil shading style. A little less so with the Terminator here, but otherwise you do tend to get that texture of things being drawn with a pencil. So if that is also something you're looking to create, could be useful for design or even just for a bit of fun, then try that out. Colored pencil blending, get some good results. It's also sometimes tends to add pencils into the image though, so that might not be what you're after. But a lot of the time, it also doesn't. The way it sort of borders things off, the way it doesn't always hit the edge of the paper is pretty nice. But you can always go into the Midjourney editor and just simply select those areas or any AI art editor to remove the pencils and get something cleaner like this last image here of Batman. But otherwise, those are the styles for this week, guys. I hope you found them useful. If you did, don't forget to check out my mood board and style pack, linked to in the description below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.